This is the New York City Nobodies. We're back. It's 2026, an exciting year. A lot to say, a lot we're waiting for. The same old us, of course. Back in a familiar setting, actually. I think you might recognize it from the last time you saw us. And thankfully, we're being hosted by our boy, Milky.
Big
Jesse.
Play Small Talks.
Big Play Small Talk. If you don't know about it, I think we've talked about it. Please go follow. They have amazing
at BPST.
And of course, you know.
No, that's not it. It's at BP Small Talk, right?
Yeah.
I don't need, sometimes I be geeking.
And I think you have something to say
about that. Small Talk.
The beautiful thing is we're going to tag it, so everybody's going to see it, okay? And of course, we got our man, the man of the hour, back with us, Mr. Cheese.
What's good, everybody? We out here in Tribeca. We live in Tribeca. We don't do that.
Wow, the G train goes to Tribeca?
Yeah. Don't dry snitch. Don't
Come
dry
on,
snitch.
son. Come on.
Don't dry snitch.
Our resident, our big man, the man who's been outside in every street corner in New York City.
Word, posted outside, not even doing my thing. What's good, everybody? Listen, guys, it's 2026, bro.
The big 2-6, bro.
And we have a big announcement today.
Very big.
You know, we got together, and there's no other person that we might have considered for this, but we have a fourth member of the New York City Nobodies. And you guess who it is?
Let's
Brooklyn's
go.
finest.
Guys, I just want to say it really is an honor. Come on, man. Nah, man, it really is an honor. You know, there's nothing I love more than NYCFC, and there's nothing I love more than talking NYCFC with my brothers.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to stay here, and I'm glad to preview the 2026 and beyond season with my bros. So
Definitely,
thanks for having me.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
My
Salud.
beer's over there.
You know something, and I
Salud
just
to
have
that.
to say, man, it was a natural thing because, I mean, last time we were here, it was just so natural, and to me, it just clicked in my head like, yo, what's up? Why don't we have Jesse as the fourth nobody, bro? What's good with that? I was like, it was just such good chemistry. We got to keep the team together for 2026.
Man.
You know what I mean?
I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. Listen, we have a lot to talk about.
Definitely.
We have a lot to address.
Big,
And the
lot
energy is real. The aura is real between the family here, man.
Let's go.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Let's do it. Let's talk about it. Can I just say one thing, though?
What's up?
My son Gesso over there, man. My son Gesso just did a big thing.
Yes.
He just did an interview with the Cooligans, man.
Yes,
And if you don't know about like literally anybody that's in I don't even want to say like NYCFC alone content space.
No, we're talking about the nationwide, the national soccer.
If you follow soccer,
content,
if you hip to it, if you know what's what, and you follow soccer, man, the Cooligans.
You know Christian and Alexis.
Exactly.
You know them.
So my son just did an interview with them. And me, I just want to know how that came about. How did you make that happen? Because that's a big deal.
Facts.
Yeah, nah, bro. Honestly, shout out to Christian, shout out to Alexis for that.
Y'all my
it was
peoples.
super
I love
dope.
both
They were
of y'all.
super
Y'all my
hospitable.
homies all day.
It was a great environment to be there and see the way how they run their ship was super dope. Well, I've always had a good relationship with both of them, but more so like as I wanted the page to grow and things to grow, I was just like, yo, I gotta like start reaching out to people. And I was like, yo, is this something we could do? And they were like, hell yeah. It got rescheduled, bro, like 4 times because of the weather and life and all this shit. And I was just like, I was waiting.
Didn't get discouraged at some point where you like, damn, this is
No,
never
I
gonna
think
happen?
just like the anticipation was killing me.
Right.
Like more than anything. It wasn't like, I knew it would happen. It was just like, fuck, bro. I just want this to happen. And
The nerves would get into
Yeah,
you,
it
right?
did,
Like
bro.
a job interview or something,
yeah,
right?
literally,
Yeah.
I got times settled in. Yo, shout out to both of them. They're both super dope. And I can't wait to go back.
No, definitely.
I can't wait to go back. That shit was so sick.
No, I remember last year. Was it last? No, it was 2024. We did a bit of a little interview with your homeboy Alexis. Shouts to Alexis real quick.
Yeah, well, I want to shout him out too. He follows BP Small Talk, man. He
definitely.
follows us, so
Yeah.
much
Definitely.
love, much
And
love.
I know.
Much love.
There was like a bit of a Q&A with Alexis, and I think that was like pretty much the the genesis of that as well, as far as like Chop Cheese and the Cooligans and whatnot. So even that day was a big interview, but I just want to express real quick that when I saw that, just the feeling of pride that I had because of the fact that I know all 3 of these gentlemen on screen, and just for you to do that, I was
Right.
like, that's my dude right there, because
Absolutely.
that made me proud. You know what I mean? It made me proud to be a part of the whole ride. I'm just happy. I'm here for the ride, my dude. I'm here to help you.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So definitely.
That shit really started out the gutter in the stands, and it was really dope. It was a super validating moment, so it was definitely dope as fuck, for sure.
Definitely.
No, and I'll say, that's what makes it.
And Cesar was there, so I mean, he
what
saw
makes it
it,
so
like-
dope, of course, shout out to Cooligans. It's a pleasure always to catch up with them. And of course, like you said, we're all inspiration to each other. This is the New York City FC, content creation, social media wave, and at the end of the day we're all grateful that nobody ever will have really, hopefully, fingers crossed, issues. But so far, we all have our backs. And the fact that they could do this for the growth of Chop Cheese FC.
Yeah, man.
And just a natural recognition of, like, we're all in this together. We're all making the whole country, the whole world know not only who NYCFC is, but who we are, what's the, us as fans and us as the people who are there for
Exactly.
the team.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. When I saw that, I was so proud, man. I
Definitely,
was like,
yeah.
man, that's my brother right there.
Nah,
like
definitely.
onward and upward, and literally continuously progressing. Like, man, I'm so happy to see that and so proud of that, man. And I'm just so happy to be here with you guys, man.
Definitely.
And you, man, kind of like on some real shit. It's kind of like using you as like some people when they say, yo, man, like, I'm jealous. I use jealous as like an opposite. Like, you make me want to be better. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that sometimes you see like Shaq? I know I'm a little off course, but Shaq said when he saw Kobe get his next ring, he was jealous of that.
Yeah.
And he was only jealous of that because he wanted to get his next ring. Not because, you hating from the sideline.
Yeah.
My boy is doing great things. I want to do great things with him. So thank you for being an inspiration to not only to everybody that's doing the NYCFC content, but anybody that's trying to be better at what they're trying to do and showing progress as far as like being steady, it works.
Pick up a camera, pick up a microphone. It's not that hard out here.
Yeah,
You know what I
man.
mean?
And that's for anyone. If you ever see us in
Definitely.
the stands, if you ever want to talk to us, if you ever want, any kind of questions, of course, Chop, ourselves, we're always here to help.
Of course.
Listen, the more we all grow, the more
Yeah,
the
man.
party is.
Exactly.
March stands.
That's it.
You know
That's
where
how
to
it
find
goes.
us. We
So-
open to talk to anybody.
I'll say what you could find in the stands, especially soon, is that
Look at this. Look at this.
piece
Guys,
of
guys,
attire
guys, look
he's
at this.
wearing. Look at this. This is our
I mean-
All Nations
Let me
kit.
pull the gun in real
Oh,
quick.
yeah, come on. Suck it in,
2026.
homie. Suck it in.
That
Pause.
shit is so fire,
Nah,
bro.
man.
It's
So
not even
clean.
You'll
funny.
zoom in, but look at the
Look at,
Professional,
you know,
so clean.
We're gonna shout out Milo.
So now-
We're gonna shout out Milo Kowalski and the rest of the creative team at New York City FC. You guys knocked it out the park this season, guys. So
Yep.
definitely,
Absolutely.
stand up, applausos all day.
The actual NYCFC logo has a holographic star, like a bunch of holographic stars throughout the whole entire logo, which is just, when you look at it, you're just like blown away by it.
Stars upon stars upon
and then
stars,
the
baby.
Adidas logo has the same.
Yeah.
Holographic,
Adidas is-
tiny Adidas logo throughout the. It's like the attention to detail
Yeah.
is what makes this kit so beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't miss a beat.
You know,
Not
so I
at
think
all.
sometimes when you're thinking about paying like 160, 174 on authentic, you want something that's going to be worth that money.
Right.
There have been jerseys in recent years that really didn't have that feel to it. Like, you paying 160, and then when I was a big boy, I had to pay 170 for my joint.
Yeah, right,
you know what I mean?
right,
But
right.
the whole thing is like, it is too basic. You know what I mean? Like, I want some fly shit. You know what I mean? I want some
Absolutely.
shit I can sport.
And
But
I mean-
I think they finally hit it out the park with this one. Definitely.
I mean, I don't think I could recall another jersey. The whole league was just really
Yeah,
raving
nah,
about it.
definitely.
They're complimenting it. And again, that's why I tell people who haven't worn it yet, haven't seen them in person, give it a try, because I don't think I've seen a lot of people love our jersey.
Right.
They love this jersey.
They love this
And
one.
so reasonably so. I mean, we're going to be wearing this, guys. Don't forget, until August or July of 2028.
Yeah,
About
27.
27, sorry, when we get the first, new season in the stadiums.
But not even, we'll still wear it after that because that's going to be a home kit.
No, I'm saying when we start the new season in the stadium, we're gonna have
Yeah, so that's gonna go into.
We're gonna have a new home one. Yeah, we're gonna have a new home one.
It's gonna be
so 28, but yeah,
it's gonna be. I think this is gonna be the one that everyone's just gonna put in their collection and only gonna wear on special occasions. I mean, I know, we have like those 2-3 kits. I know for me, it's the OG black kit. I hardly wear that thing, right? Or the OG, even the OG home kit. I don't wear it for nothing. Those are the 1 or 2, 3 kits that you don't want to wear. They're too fly to wear outside. You only wearing them on special occasions. I think that's going to fall into that.
But to be fair, like, it does not. When you look at pictures of it, you could look at 100 photos. It doesn't do it justice. When you hold it in your hands and you see the material and the back is kind of lightweight, like it's ventilated for the last summer of games that we're going to have here. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just like they really put a lot of work and a lot of attention to detail into this kit. Definitely. And it's literally one of the most articulate kits that I've seen NYCFC.
We've never had a design like that before, though.
Absolutely.
And listen, shout out Queen, shout out the Unisphere, because that's a perfect.
Unisphere on the bottom left. And I think it's just so fitting because of the fact that we're going to be wearing this jersey going into Queens next year.
Absolutely.
And when you talk about all nations, I mean, this is New York City right here. All nations of the world are represented here.
Queens
Every
gets
language
the money.
in the world is spoken here.
Absolutely.
How fitting is it that we have a jersey that represents all nations of the world when all the nations in the world are here in New York City? Love it.
It works. It's perfect.
I mean, it's a slam dunk 100%. It's not even a question.
Unlike that Deadbolt kit.
Please. Nah, that should look like
the upside down, right?
Montreal's kit was fire. Philly's kit was fire.
There was a lot of fire.
No, there were.
Atlanta's was interesting.
I divided on that one.
Galaxy, I mean, I don't know.
Hamas's New Jersey.
What was...
That one's always
No. The new Montreal kid is
Nashville just quit, bro. Like, I don't even know why you guys fucking
tried. Columbus looks like my high school jersey.
The same fucking jersey every single year.
They were a little better, but now it's just
Columbus jerseys look like my high school jersey.
I hope you like the show.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sorry, guys.
They know, come
At least
on.
your city,
They probably mad as fuck about that.
At least your city's interesting, and you have something the Red Bulls don't have, which is an open cup, and it's an actual cup,
which is a trophy.
Number one, Nashville is awesome.
Oh yeah, no, I love going to Nashville.
Awesome.
Listen,
I'm really sad that that's the last away day before the World Cup break because I think that's probably the only thing stopping me from going.
It's gonna.
Because
we're
I
still
want to
on
go to
the
the World Cup, so
you're gonna have to have that guap. I hope like the hype dies down right before it, and then all those tickets that are $500-$600 drop to about
That's what's going to happen on day of. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I think if you're really tuned in and you really are paying attention to it, you'll find something.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
You have to sit there with like a laptop, a tablet, and a phone in front of you, and just like look at different sites at the same time. It's going to be a grind, bro.
I mean, listen, and we'll talk about grinds. We just finished up preseason, and now next week at this time. Do we know
if the team is staying in the West Coast?
Yeah, the team is staying on the West Coast.
I don't know why the fuck they would come back.
It makes no sense
a bonding moment. I mean,
I think that's why they have it in Coachella in the first place because they know that. Well, I mean, that's not every team, but I think a lot of the teams that go to Coachella.
But we have joined it every single year.
Yeah. And a lot of the teams that play Sporting, KC, LA Galaxy.
Yeah, exactly. Because we're only going to play. Yeah, we're only going to play West Coast teams at Coachella. So.
Austin.
Yeah. Last season we started out last. So
what do you guys think it is? Like I know, like not to get off track, but like why the Coachella Invitational? Why not reach out to maybe a team in South America or Central America?
I know they play MLS like years ago.
I know, but what do you guys think it is?
They like to rave after.
I just think because of the fact that we most likely will be starting our season on the West Coast if we're going out there. I mean, last season we have. I think that logistically it makes more sense. They're going to be out there ready for what? They've been out there for a week and a half, 2 weeks. So now they're going to stay out there the next extra week, wherever they're going to train, where they're going to train at, get ready for the Galaxy in Carson, and that's what it's going to be. Carson, right? Makes no sense coming back home. If you got to stay out there, just going back and forth is not going to be.
And I would say that's why also a lot of teams are not there. A lot of the teams that are going to in Coachella probably are going to like we said.
We started playing Coachella in 2021, right?
2022. Excel, I was looking at their like correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. At least for this. I saw some of their friendlies were abroad.
Yeah.
So not every team has joined Coachella, and that's not the only, I guess, preseason way for MLS teams.
Yeah.
But
It's just
it is the way that we joined, because a lot
like-
of those teams are probably the same.
Do you
same
think it
voters.
could be like a contractual obligation?
Like, for example,
that the team signs with them, like, yo, listen, for the next couple years, you're going to do your preseason here in this Coachella
No,
Valley.
because there's teams that have been in there and then they weren't the next.
Yeah.
So literally in and out.
It's really,
I think-
it's
yeah,
literally the
San
invitational. It's
Jose
an
and shit
invitational.
like that, right?
I think it's going to be more for like to play opponents that you normally don't play on in a typical schedule. I mean, sometimes you're not going to play San Jose every year.
Right,
you know what I
right,
mean?
right.
We'll play Portland pretty regularly, but we're not going to play San Jose every season. We're not going to play, LAFC every season.
Right.
So, I think that's another reason, another good way to rotate it as well.
And also imagine we have to play DC United, New
Yeah.
England, Red Bull in
Every-
preseason,
yeah,
and now we're going
exactly.
to play them more in the season.
And then, that's one thing they probably don't want to do. They probably don't want you to
Yeah,
see your
oversaturate.
divisional teams during the preseason that you're going to see during the season X amount of times. You know what I mean? So that also
At least
makes sense.
NYCFC.
Exactly.
And I mean, of course, to bring some light into the situation we're at for preseason. I know we started in Austin. We beat Austin, which is great.
We did.
Yeah.
Then, of course, we headed out to Coachella, which is not too far, in California. And then we played LAFC, San Jose, and Sporting KC. Probably not in that order. We got 2 losses and a win. Take as you will. Or draw, sorry. Draw and 2 losses. But take as you will. It is preseason. So, again, everything is literally
Exactly.
just working it out.
Yeah.
Especially this season. We're going to get to it where we don't have as much signings as we thought we would have had by now. But again, listen, we're less than a week now away from LA Galaxy. So how are you guys feeling about that?
I mean, just hoping for the best.
The Justin
At
Hackett
this point, right?
Talus Magno, soft tissue injury is what's
Yeah.
being reported.
It's probably like a knock.
Yeah, a little
I
knock.
mean,
I think
but
it'll be
still,
fine.
it's just like
game.
it's just bad timing. I mean,
And he said he wants to play the
Listen.
9.
Yeah.
He
And
said
that was
how
our
he wants to-
focus,
yeah.
right?
No, but that's not us saying it. He told
He
Pascal,
told
I
Pascal,
want
yeah.
to play here. I'm trying to suit around.
isn't
him."
that the number he's wearing? this
Yeah,
year?
11,
he's wearing
11.
He's wearing 11. But I really think that
Tati Magic
Such
is
a
gonna
number
help
to
him.
now
take,
isn't
right?
this something we always say every season?
That is a goated NYCFC number.
I
If you
know.
wear-
If you put on number 11, you got to produce.
Listen,
Yeah.
Ned
You cannot,
Grabavoy is
like,
my
that's
favorite
what-
player.
that's what I'm
Ned
just saying,
Grabavoy, Jack Harrison, Tate Castellanos,
Absolutely.
Gabi Pereira, Julian Fernandez.
Hey, he scored yesterday.
He did. That's crazy.
And remember,
Good for
he's
him.
Di Maria's teammate.
Yeah.
Good for him, man. Good
No,
for him.
listen, and
I
I-
never. He just. I think that he just didn't get enough burn.
Yeah, I just don't think it was gonna work here.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying. Like we have a lot of players like that are awesome. They're amazing. Listen, they leave, they go out to kill it. But at that, they're not in the pecking order for us.
Right.
It's not their fault. It's just because we're loaded in those positions.
Yeah,
And
but
the
to get
wingers
back-
were loaded. So
Exactly.
And I mean, he doesn't really, suit the style of play as much of MLS.
But to go back to what you're saying, I feel confident. Like in Pascal, I trust, bro. With Keaton
Yeah.
Parks back,
You
makes me
really-
feel
Parks,
much better.
double five,
about
let's go.
not having Andres Pereira there.
And I just want to say something real quick. I mean, we got a taste of it. We talking about Coachella, right? We got a taste of that midfield yesterday. Mm-hmm. Keaton Parks,
Trelwin.
Kai Trelwin, just linking up together beautifully. I mean, if that's going to be our defensive midfield coming into this season, I'm hyped.
I would say I'm very happy how much Keaton's playing.
Yeah.
He's playing like every game, at
dude.
least some
Shout-
minutes, which is
Shouts, Keaton.
Bro,
I'm very
shout-
happy to see you back on that pitch.
are
Shouts
an
to you, baby.
NYCFC fan and you know Keaton Parker's journey. The fact that man is even on the pitch is a goddamn miracle.
Right.
God bless him for
He's
that.
been through so much.
And
God
listen,
bless the
Shouts to the
medical
homie Keaton
staff
Parks,
for
baby.
fucking riding with him, and shout out to the team for not giving up on him because I mean this is a serious medical issue we're talking about here. This is blood clots.
Yeah.
Like this is serious, and they
Yeah.
didn't give up on him, and hopefully, I hope he can just make it through the season because that'd be so sick to see.
and I mean,
We need you, Big Bird. Let's go, baby.
And I think that's the most important part is just, our guys, our players as human beings, that we support them as humans all day because it's very easy to support some guy who's wearing the same jersey as you, who's playing for your team. Nah, these are human beings just like
Side
He's
note,
been with us
when
for so
Mr.
long.
Palau had his medical emergency when he wasn't supposed to,
The same
as he
year as
says it,
Keaton.
not supposed to be here anymore.
I wasn't-
Who was one of the players who reached out to you when you were in the hospital?
Keaton Parks.
There
And listen, I hope you reach out to him later that year.
Oh no,
because he
of
went
course,
through
and
the
that's the
same
whole thing.
thing.
And I think that that's the greatest thing about it, because I developed a relationship with Keaton, and I'm like, yo, when I heard he got injured again, I'm like, homie, I'm gonna do the same thing you did for me. I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna lift you up right now because you're going through something that could change your life, just like you did for me.
Right.
So I had to support the man while he was going through that. I was checking.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, his loyalty is also shown that, you know, also, let's be honest, happened to him. He came back in 22, right? For the majority of the season. 23 happened again. 24, he played the whole season.
And then it happened again
And
this
then
year,
listen,
last year.
you know, God willing, again, speedy recovery. I think he has it now. And I like that the trust he's getting, especially from the medical staff, from Pascal.
They let
and
him
we
go.
need
They
we
let
need
him go.
him back. Like, that is a position that is important.
Yeah,
He can grab it with both of his hands right now.
Yeah, definitely.
And we have him and O'Neal, and of course we have Johnny in that position. Troy Wynn can slide in. Of course, that could hold us back a good 3
Exactly.
four.
No, that's why I'm really excited
been
about
on
midfield this
NYCFC
season.
for like 7 years.
Yo,
bro.
I was
I
at his
remember
first
when he-
game.
Yeah.
It was at what did they play? Benson?
Yeah.
See number 55. We picked him up.
Was that
from-
against North
Benfica.
Carolina?
Yeah, it was
Benfica.
against North
But yeah,
Carolina FC.
Benfica.
Yeah.
He came as a loan for 2019 to
Absolutely.
20, then
Yeah.
20 he got signed.
That's it.
for
He
COVID.
stayed with
And
us.
listen,
he found a home.
he is a New Yorker at heart now. His family here, like you said, shout out.
He
you know,
is
the
a
Parks
key part
family.
of the NYCFC that I've
I
known
did
for
what
the
you did.
Tell
I
me
said, I
not,
heard what
though.
you did there. Key
Yo,
part. Got you.
Tell me not. When players come and play for NYCFC, right? Don't even do, because you talking about both
right, come on,
hands.
come on.
You talking, I let that one slide, son, grabbing it with both hands, but chill, we go.
Hey,
We
what you looking at?
I let
What you
that one
looking at?
slide, but yo, all I'm saying is,
Don't do this.
all I'm saying, yo,
Maybe I have to.
rewind the tape is all I'm saying. I let that slide. He wanted to break it up.
VAR.
Yo,
No goal.
yo. All I'm saying is, when players come and play for the club,
Yeah,
New York City becomes part of their identity.
it does.
All of them.
Even Pirlo, Villa,
Yep.
Santi, when they come, or Tati, when they come here, it's like they're home.
Yeah.
New York City,
I love that.
literally.
That makes me so- my
so
heart-
proud to be a New Yorker, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, yo, son, they come here and they're like, nah, there's no place like this. Like they
Right.
come here and every time they come here, they're like, I'm home. I'm going to an NYCFC game.
Yeah.
My kids are going
In
to
the
the
summers,
schools.
all
They
them
love
are
the
pulling up
schools.
now. Last
Exactly.
summer,
Yeah,
all of them
they
came.
play in all the
Santi
programs
was
in
there,
New
you
York
know,
City.
after the, you
Their
know,
kids
after the
go to
Club
all
World
the
Cup, yeah.
schools. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
not like that. They really adapt to the culture of New York City and become New Yorkers. Adapt to.
We're
being
an
New
international city, bro, and that's one of
That's-
the
And
benefits.
listen, let's be honest. We're in. Again, I'm not to glaze this, but you have to be glazed in your city. Come on,
got it.
man.
Come on, bro.
Respect, of course, but don't come here talking about your city's better than New York City.
Hey,
because
listen,
it's
I'm
Exactly.
gonna just say,
No way.
I'm just gonna
No
say
way,
this.
bro.
impossible.
But that's
Impossible.
what I'm saying. These
I'm
players
just-
know that there's
Yeah,
no
listen.
other. There is no other city like this.
This-
Yeah.
This is your home.
Now we're gonna have a stadium in 2027.
Soccer.
This is gonna be a destination. So you know something. This is how I know this is the greatest city on earth. I had to go through 4 boroughs just to get here tonight.
Yeah. You're like the Warriors, right?
I started off in the Bronx, had to go
Bopping
to
your way back to
Manhattan.
Brooklyn.
I touched Queens and I touched Brooklyn tonight. So definitely, you
And
know,
it's
what I
all
mean, that's how
worth
I
it.
know, man.
It's
It's
all
all
worth
worth
it.
it.
And
You know
you-
what I mean?
Yeah,
Anywhere you are in New York City, there's a deli in the block.
Yeah, definitely, man. Oh, that sandwich was good too. Woo!
And so obviously, you know, the preseason, like you said, you can only take so much from it. Whether we
Yeah.
went undefeated or we lost every game,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean anything. But I think we're all ecstatic for, you know, just the season to start in general, just to
Yeah.
watch real NYCFC games that matter. That being said, we did talk about the stadium. Oh boy!
I don't want to leave that to
Listen,
last, but we'll
listen,
do that. We'll
no,
talk
we
about
have,
it.
I can't.
Listen,
Come on,
I
talk about it.
100%.
I literally have to.
My
All
son
right.
camped
Put that
out.
up
My,
right
my,
now.
my man went out. He took out his sky blue NYCFC beach chair.
Yep.
His Tim's, his non-alcoholic beverage. My man
His hard hat.
His hard hat pulled up to the corner of Ruzi. Had a joint in his pocket. Pulled up to the corner of Ruzi and Tom Seaver. Sat his seat down and watched him build the stadium, my man. How beautiful. Tell us how beautiful it was.
It was beautiful. And not only that, off camera, I won't say who was, but a fan came up to me who was working on the stadium and talked to me for a couple of seconds. And, bro, it's just so dope to know that fans are actually building the stadium. I'm not going to say yes or no.
I'm like, yo, you got to send me exclusive footage.
He probably, you know, whatever. So just to like, bro, the sheer size of our supporter section, like I couldn't even fathom it. I've been in a couple MLS stadiums. I was like, bro, this is genuinely
it's the biggest one.
So now, if you're standing in front of the construction, is our supporter section to the left? Going towards...
No, it's going towards
the marina.
Imagine you're at the marina. Imagine if you're at the marina, right? And you start walking up Seaver. Like,
so when we're in City Field by where they play football.
By the marina.
Where we like tailgate by the marina by Flushing Bay.
So
if you start walking past all the mechanic shops, once you hit the last one...
That's steep.
If you're looking at this way, City Field would be like behind you to the right. Our supporter section, you'd be looking, it's like right there.
Yeah.
Wow. So like when you used to go to City Field, right? You go behind the big screen, and you would always see a stand.
Old smoking section.
It's right there.
So
exactly.
You're
looking directly across there.
That big stand.
It's gonna be beautiful.
That's why I keep like, especially when it was being built. Then the first glimpses of it when they first completed the stand. That's what I was telling everybody. I'm like, we're forgetting. This is why it's so important to be lit.
Yes,
the biggest soccer supporters stadium in the country.
That means
we cannot leave any of that empty because everybody, the cameras go there first.
Visual.
Yeah.
So this is our responsibility.
Over 3,000 plus seats to film, man.
That's gonna be
in the supporters section.
Yup, that's gonna be more. It's gonna be about 3,600 seats.
Bro.
A little under 3,600.
Yeah, 3,500. Yep.
35. A little under 36. It's gonna be crazy.
All right, so like if you're in Red Bull Arena, you know how like I know it's just the example I'll use because we're all familiar, right? So from the bottom, like they have it in like tiers, right? Like their supporter section is basically bottom row. Imagine if that just didn't stop and just went up to the second.
Yeah,
that's literally what it looks like.
There better be a fucking beer stand at the top of that.
We're gonna have a supporters porch to hang out. There's gonna be an area behind the supporters section for us to hang out, where there's only gonna be supporters there. It's gonna have enough space for all of us. There's gonna be bars, TVs.
Stop.
We shouldn't, bro. We're gonna insert all the images.
This is public information.
This is
but I'm the type of person that don't watch coming attractions to a movie because I want to watch the movie.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I'm like that. Like, you know, so y'all just saying my blood pressure started going. I started sweating.
But I'm going to guarantee you, it's not going to be the same thing until we step there. Once we step into that area and we make it our home, that's when it's going to hit us.
Yo, you know what's going to happen? All of us,
we're going to start crying.
We're going to be crying.
Evie's gonna be looking at me like pendejo. I'm like, I don't care.
They're gonna be like, what's the matter? I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
I don't care.
We're gonna have
it's this in the cup. It's this in the cup.
We're gonna have the whole that side. It's gonna have the supporters entrance to what he said. So it's gonna be the entrance only for us because we know what can happen if you mix. Supporters
I don't think that's.
And the fact that we are gonna have that big,
very smart on
that side. Coming off, let's say, right
and it's
off the
from
highway.
that corner where the mechanic shops are now. They're gonna obviously start to get torn down.
It's so smart to take the supporters off the 7 train and just put them into there.
So the entrance,
we can talk about this
all day. At the
day.
other side of the stadium, but you have to go around where you said now. Listen, like you said, which I understand. Don't look into any of this because you want to make it more of a surprise. I'm a full-on nerd. Like what he did with the beach chair, I've been doing that since 2024 because I live nearby. I'm like, seeing a baby come now. It's so this whole year of construction.
It's far for you, bro.
But I'm saying,
I would have gone.
What we're gonna do? I'm telling you, give it a couple weeks. I'm telling you, we got a plan. We just need a weighted ring light, something that I can.
And we gotta get Ash out there.
Yeah, Ash. Yeah, he'll come. drinking IPAs and
shouts to Ash.
directing the right way.
So
Shout out to Ash. I love you, brother.
So boys, we got Etihad Park obviously, but how excited are you guys for this season?
Oh man,
I can't wait.
The
bro.
off season.
I'm a fucking the off season. I mean, what is there really to talk about? Not
I'm
much.
saying, what are y'all thinking, man?
I mean, what is
big
new?
year.
If you're really an NYCFC fan, oh my God, we're going into the season without a striker.
I mean, come on, that's been us the last 3 years.
New?
There's a lot to
Since
yearn
Listen,
for, bro.
I don't whatever.
honest.
Talis
Exactly.
Magno, if that's how they want to rock. If he's on the same page with Pascal, I don't see why it can't work.
I think if anybody's on the same page with Pascal and the training,
Listen,
I mean,
I think that he came
Nick
back.
Cushing could not catch a cold in the Arctic.
We've
That
been
he
here
could
before.
not do it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. He couldn't put water in a bathtub. He
Yeah.
just wasn't the guy for us, right?
Right.
But Pascal Janssen, there's no reason we should have any doubt. He took us to the Eastern Conference Final
For real.
with essentially the same team Nick Cushing had.
Yeah.
Right.
If we
a little bit more, less.
No,
couple pieces here and there, you know, like that.
No, but
Nico changed that whole team, bro.
No, but it was a slight one people who went on.
Like, we're talking
It
one-
only takes two players
but
to
what I was
change the
gonna
whole
say,
entire
but
team.
what-
nothing would have changed with
But
Nick Cushing being
listen,
our
but the
coach.
thing is, what
no,
made
you
it
could have brought
made
Ronaldo
the
in
team
that
even
team.
better.
For real.
Was what made the team even better was the fact that he developed the youth, and that is priceless.
Yeah.
Covered this at the end of the season review last year, but
Watch it if you haven't.
yes, you should tune in.
Watch
We'll
it
leave
if
the
I mean,
link
how
right
can you
It's
just
a
not?
it's a good intro.
How can
into
you
this.
not just believe in the man? He
Yeah.
listens to Pop Smoke pregame.
Seriously.
He
listens to Gangstar.
He's from the Netherlands. He literally
he reposts
He's literally
Gangstar.
immersed himself. I know this probably doesn't matter to anybody except like the weird hardcore NYCFC fan like me. The way he's ingratiated himself with New York City culture is something that
Like they all
and
do.
not only that,
Yeah, really.
no, but he does it
No,
without it
he's
seeming
more meant for it.
seeming corny.
He's more meant for it.
He does it and it's very natural. Like, bro, imagine if Nick Cushing said he listened to Pop Smoke.
Nah.
But
I would not. You just
Imagine how
I
long we
kind
would've
of I
lasted
kind of
his
you never
ass.
The
know.
Brian Dable vibes when Dable was listening to Biggie. Remember his first season as Giant head coach?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
bullshit.
yeah.
Listen,
But I
Gen
agree.
X, man.
But it's
Gen X, we made the best
and you
music.
can tell the players resonate with that.
But I mean,
Definitely.
again, listen. Yeah, we talked about how different Pascal is, but again, this is why I said from day one, his persona, the way they profiled him, bring him over here.
Yeah.
I knew this was going to be just that natural mix, and
Right.
on top of his mentality, his personality, and again, like you said, it's not a corny way.
Well.
And I think what's going to carry us this season throughout the season is the fact that we have that natural chemistry
Yes.
together. Just keep it going from last season. I love one thing I'll say. I haven't witnessed a preseason where the players and the coach talk so much about cups and winning. He's like, it's great that we made it this far last year,
Yeah.
but he's like, we're not in our objective yet. They all say,
Right.
players are like, we made it far, but we want to win cups.
And I
I
think
love
that
that.
that's
Wanna
and
win
that's
something.
and that's the reason
and
why.
I like that energy. We just gotta,
And
get
that's
the
the-
resources.
And that's the reason why there's so much buy-in with the rest of the squad, because we already know. Listen,
Yeah.
we were
I've never
within
seen
90
that.
minutes of an MLS Cup final with the squad that we had. I mean, mind you, Nico was a great addition to the squad last year. He really
We were
opened-
hindered,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
so
a lot of
he
hurdles.
Even with
he,
that,
he,
even
he
with
was a
that,
great
we
addition,
made it
right?
that far.
So I think now there's more buy-in because of the fact that we've had a full season in Pascal. We know he can do with our players. I really believe like Kai Truin is going to flourish under this guy as well. So I really think that we're really gonna see what Pascal can do with this squad this season, and we're gonna do great.
Just real quick, so obviously you're talking about how the teams are talking about trophies and cups, and I know this is kind of like a two-sided question here. So, if we win, like let's say the Open Cup or the Leagues Cup, but we don't win MLS Cup, like how would you guys feel about the season as a whole? Like I would be very happy with either
Silverware.
one. Silverware is important, and I think if we could get, especially the Open Cup with the history of that,
I
like
really
it would
want
just
that.
that's
I
the
know
one I
you love
want.
the. I would think it would
No,
have
the
to be
Open Cup is
how
fucking dope,
I would
bro.
think it
Yeah.
would have to be how we shape our roster from here until then.
But it's
if we do it with the roster we have now, then I
Listen.
would be ecstatic.
This is
yeah.
the reality. If NYCFC wanted to win the Open Cup, they could.
So that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, but-
No, what I was my bad. What I was
No,
gonna say
continue.
is basically with the momentum we had with the team we had from last season, based on what we overcame in the second half of the season, you're more wired to make that run now.
Right.
Because we almost made the final. I think about you put the string of 4 to 5 wins consecutively. You get that vibe going on. The Open Cup is much more achievable. Maybe in a busier time of year. Busier time of year because you're dealing with
especially it'll probably
halfway through the season, towards the end of the season, you get the final. Right. But again, like we said, I think that's something that if history we want to make that we really haven't had besides the MLS Cup run, Campeones Cup, obviously, you get that as just a 1-game, playoff. But if we want to have that history made to tell other NYCFC teams this season, we won on 4 to 5 games in streak. Right. We focused in and we got, let's say, the Open Cup. Yeah. Leagues Cup will be cool because I think sooner or later they're going to get rid of it the more that we start going down to maybe Libertadores. Right. To win that, have one last relic. Okay. And I think it'll be harder.
And that's being negotiated right now. That some games are going to be in Mexico.
It's much harder
for the Leagues Cup.
I might be that guy. I might be the one that's pessimistic about it, man. Because are we really that why haven't we found a number 9 yet? Think about it. Think about it. Why haven't we? What happened? What really happened with that transfer? And since that transfer fell through, I mean, there's people out there that can play a number 9 for us. Why haven't they wanted to sign for us? What is NYCFC doing to secure someone to play that position? And Pascal, yes, right? He is in a tough spot now. Yeah. Because, yes, he has all the grace last year. He started with a striker. He brought in pieces. And even though the end of the season ended with injuries, he took us to where we needed to go. Right. But now it seems like the club don't want to give him what he needs or he's using what he has. He don't want to start Magno as the number 9. Nobody wants to put him up there. No disrespect to the man himself. But what I'm saying is, why are these things happening? Why aren't there rumors? Why aren't we linked to anybody with the season starting next week?
I mean, I would say for NYCFC, that's basically business as usual.
The
player has to fit the profile, right? He has to fit the system.
That's a big
CFG way.
I'm not really that pessimistic about it.
They're not just going to go and sign anyone. When have we ever went and just signed a random free agent striker?
That's something we've never done in the winter transfer window.
Do we have 0 strikers, or do we take a chance on a striker to play it until Alonso comes back?
They either really believe in Seymour Reed, or they think Talles Magno is going to be effective at the 9. And with Pascal, and I know, but
there's a lot of things.
But with Pascal Janssen being the manager, I think we have to give him grace.
Give him the benefit of the doubt.
But he's done nothing to us to make us think that he doesn't know what he's doing.
I just think he's playing the cards that he's dealt. Trying to say he's put in a tough spot because he's playing the hand that he's dealt, and it feels like the club has no urgency. And our new sporting director,
Todd D.
What is actually happening?
I mean,
his interview was cute. His interview was like, listen, like I said, I'm gonna be that guy.
All the right things. His
interview was cute. It's when you're on your first date and your first date sitting across from you, telling you how cute you are and he likes the way you look and blah blah blah. And you're like, I love him. I'm ready to go home with him, right? But he ain't marrying you. He ain't showing you the ring yet. So what we doing? What are we doing here?
I want to answer your question because there's a lot of things that are already in fact written and things that make sense, right? Of why things haven't fell into place. If we were this close to getting, Musa Silla from Schalke, right? If that would have gone through, the conversation of like, oh my God, when was the last time that we went out there and got a good signing off the rip? That would have gone out the window. But what I was gonna say is that is like, we talk with some friends, right? Yeah. Schalke would go into how the transfer window is in January around the world.
Right.
These are the type of deals. A lot of deals for strikers in that week fell through globally, right?
What did the club say about that deal falling through?
So
Nothing.
Nothing. Exactly.
That's
I will agree.
the
That's something
we
we
had
have
to
to
find
do.
out
This
from
is
the
what I'm
Fabrizio
talking
Romano.
about.
No, we
The
found
season
out.
starts next week with no word why the last transfer fell through. No rumors going into anybody filling in that spot. The only thing we know is Alonso Martinez
tell
is
you
coming
why,
back
though.
in
I
July
can tell
and
you why,
August.
though.
And are we really supposed to be excited about a season that we're starting with no true number 9 and our star striker is not coming back until July, August with no word from the club about any progress on the situation? I might be that guy.
But listen, we had the similar
Cesar
situation
Hernandez, man
last
on the
year.
streets.
What I was gonna say is
Not
this,
wrong.
right? No, but what I was gonna
No, we had a number 9. He just wasn't a true number 9.
hold up, but
He didn't prove himself.
what I was gonna say is like after that deal, it's hard to just randomly go get another striker because now not only did they open up the money for him, the DP spot, they're in a situation where it's like, do we get a striker who's DP quality where now it's harder and we kind of have to wait till June where we have the good options? Or do we get someone who we have to find striker who I think should be done that's not a DP? You pay a little less, and then even if you have less money left over, you get a more DP quality striker in the summer. And I think that's it. Now this is the tough situation. It's not like they're not looking. The fact that they found Silla and Trewin in 2 to 3 weeks is impressive. Let's be honest. I'll give Todd Donovan all the credit in the world for that. If that Silla deal would have gone through, the transfer
would've been
window
a
that I
cool,
rated a D would have gone probably to like a B.
I've seen a lot of clubs making
you
a
know
lot
what
of
the
moves.
And it's
reality-
I
you know
trust
what the-
Pascal. I trust Pascal.
You know what the
as well to
reality
keep
of the
work.
Silla deal is we'll never know.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll never know.
And again, listen, there's two sides.
It just
to the
looks
story.
bad on
Yeah.
our
I
behalf
would
that
agree
they come out,
1000%.
They make a
I
statement
would
saying
agree.
that
And-
we're doing bad business, and then we're just like.
I told Cesar
Right.
the exact same thing. I agree with you.
No, that's the
1000%.
FO not
But
covering
guys,
the
that's
bus
another
there,
thing. We
but-
don't know the complexities of this
Yeah,
deal.
we don't know.
Don't be
listen,
worried
listen,
about
listen,
negotiating.
listen,
Yeah,
Perspective.
If they didn't feel right signing him, you know what? I'll give them that grace.
too.
But we
We're in a
gotta.
tough situation
We
now.
need to find just a way to hold off until the summer.
Yeah.
because there's a 2-month
games,
break.
bro.
There's a 2-month break from
In the
May to
summer.
July. 2 months. Figure it the fuck out,
No,
Todd
but
Donovan. Figure it the fuck out.
No, but what
You
I would
got
say
plenty
is,
of time. They still got till the end of March essentially
Exactly,
to sign a
to
player
sign
as well.
somebody, yeah.
But please, bro, just I don't know. I feel like it would just be much better if we just had a true 9. But once Alonso Martinez comes back, that's his spot.
We
That
just
is
need
what it is.
somebody
We
to
need
hold.
a placeholder. until
Seymour
then.
Reed is not the answer.
but-
I respect the
What
kid.
do you
just
mean,
young.
bro?
He's just
I was
bro.
there in Chicago when he scored his first game, bro.
But-
Where were you at?
I was right next to you.
Yeah, me and Cesar were
But
there, bro.
listen, this is what I'm saying. Pascal, what I love about him is that he's
Yeah.
kind of doing the FO's job. He's keeping up in track of what's actually going on. And he said it himself. He's like, we're looking at strikers right now. We're trying to get the right fit. It's definitely not going to happen before the Galaxy game. Obviously, that's fine. But listen, if it takes a month, which is the window ends in March 26th, if it takes a month or so to get the right guy, even if he's like a Joseph Martinez, if you don't give him the DP spot, fair enough. I'll take this next month of ambiguity, and I'll take it. That means that Pascal and the coaching staff are working hand in hand with the FO. Again, the one thing that ticks us a lot off is that the FO aren't transparent.
And it's the
And
lack
nothing-
of communication.
That's
Yeah,
one thing
that's always been a problem.
Listen, I think that's something that
bro.
a lot of people would agree on. That's
course.
that's something that should get better. But then the fact that
Pascal.
I don't think I've seen a
does
lot
his
of.
best.
I don't think when's the last time you saw a coach and players be so transparent to the fans?
We have they have to
No,
get
I
that.
agree.
They have to
I
get
agree
close to them,
100%. I agree 100%.
And this is where I feel like it also becomes like a responsibility on like people like the fans, right? Like you, of course, you could be critical, but you also have to be like know enough to be like, all right, this is just like this is all speculation as of now.
Yeah.
The results happen on the pitch at the end of the day. No matter what we say, no matter what's done, if we're winning games, something's working right.
Right.
Sports is there's a short
Bro, they
menu.
can open up
You
on a
win,
5-game
lose.
run, and I could look like an idiot.
Exactly.
Bro,
in
it's
a
just
month and a
about
half.
surviving until middle of the season. It's about maintaining themselves in the playoff picture. Because once we get in the dance, whatever happens, happens.
Absolutely, and
definitely.
we learned that. We know that.
Exactly.
No, exactly.
We know that.
Yeah,
As a club,
NYCFC's
that's
in the
one thing we
playoffs.
know.
I don't care what fucking seed we are. We
Absolutely.
could be in the play-in. We got a shot.
Absolutely.
But then who said there was one of you guys who said about he's cooking the ingredients that are given to him.
Yeah,
And
playing the
And,
hand.
and what I would say is we could be like Toronto and what was it, 23, 24, 23, where they got Insigne, Sean Johnson,
Bernardeschi.
And what did they do with it?
Nothing.
Absolutely
It was a
nothing.
mess. It was
and
a
then
mess.
We have Pascal, who has like the basic macaroni, the basic eggs, the basic ingredients, and chefing you up a 5-star meal.
Alfredo.
And
Sazon.
Fucking
It's a fucking Alfredo.
the fact that he looks like he lives in the Bronx as well helps a lot.
That is true, though. I think I seen him on the 39 the
I
other
think
day.
I've seen him on Portland, bro, with Dominican Theo, bro.
I wish him the best, but listen, we've been in it since the beginning. We just been in this situation before many times.
It's PTSD.
Over.
It's
Exactly.
trauma. It's trauma.
It's just like like I said. Like we had in the episode that we did to wrap up last season, it was hard to trust in the beginning of last season.
We're
I feel like
wounded.
here we are
We're
again.
traumatized.
We're in the same situation where we're starting the season shorthanded, missing key pieces, and we just have to have faith. And I'm tired of having faith. I want to go into a season where we're
feel
like,
you.
guess
No, I
what?
agree.
He wants to be
We
the
are-
Galacticos.
I just want to
The
be
Invincibles.
confident for once. When we go into
No,
a
definitely.
season like, all right, our pieces are locked in. We can legit compete for a championship. No,
But
we're going
I
in
kind of think that's
for
the fun in it.
I mean, that's
Fucking
funny.
you're
Yeah,
toxic.
yeah, of course.
I'm
You're
saying.
toxic. You love thrill, yo.
Listen, I love punishment. I love punishment. That's what it
He's
is,
like, my
man.
blood pressure needs to be high all the
Exactly,
time. If
man.
not, I
He's
just
like,
never
I like
enjoy.
Exactly.
I like to be stressed out.
I have to be stressed out. I'm sweating all
Because
the
if you can't
time.
be
I just
loyal
don't
during
get
the
it.
bad times, can you really be loyal during the good times? You
Yeah.
know what I
En
mean?
las
So that's-
buenas y en las
En las
malas.
buenas y las malas. That's what I always learned.
Before we preview Galaxy in a bit, what I was gonna say is, to wrap up this whole like talk and everything, it's like if there's any time that we want to have, this ambiguity, this kind of you have to kind of like false sense of hope.
These big ass words Caesar's using. Ambiguity.
Yo, it's like he
and
went
all
to
this
college
shit,
or
bro.
something.
I'm sorry, you don't know
Siri,
English.
what does
You don't even know what ambiguity means.
You
bro.
know, tell me what it is. I don't know
What
what
does
it is.
ambiguity mean?
It's not clear to Chop. Nah, but what is clear, what is clear is that this is the time that you can trust the most. Like I've never seen another time where I can trust the most. And again, it's a dogfight every game. You can make it work with the team with less names. And
That's one thing you could count on us to do is fight every single
And
time.
that's what you
And
want.
that's what I want out of my
That's what
team.
he
I
wants.
want a team that's going to
Special
fight
all
every week.
I've told every single NYCFC player this. As long as you give 110%,
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Win or lose, as long as
that's
you're out
like-
there trying. We pay our hard-earned money. These season tickets are going up every single goddamn year.
Absolutely.
I want blood. I want
Absolutely.
sweat. I want tears. So previewing the Galaxy,
We should act just like-
we are actually. This is like when you see your ex, like when you break up, right?
Oh man, son.
And you like go out and then you run into your ex and when you got the new girl with you, and then we're gonna run into Justin
shining,
Hack,
shorty.
Yo,
my king.
We sacrificed Justin Hack to sign Jose Alvarado. I'm just saying, one Brooklynite for another.
I did make that- I did make
One
that-
leaves the city,
Justin,
another one
we
comes
know,
in.
You
I'm
know we
just-
love the Knicks.
You saw he was at the
we love Knicks.
Grammys and all this, Justin Hack?
Because the
Good for
Galaxy
him,
got
son.
invited. The
Good
Galaxy
for
got
him.
invited.
Good for him. They're also going to be without Ricky Puig. He hurt his knee again.
Right.
The Galaxy are reeling. This is not
Yeah.
a Galaxy team we should be afraid of. They're not the Galaxy team.
They're
that
not the
won
Galaxy-
MLS Cup
Yeah, they're not that
Last
team.
season,
Not
man.
at all.
Shit.
Last
So-
season they were bad.
Last
Listen,
season
they
was
fulfill the purpose. They fulfill the purpose. They beat the
I
Rebels.
do not know the stats on this. I apologize. I probably should have done my research, but I think being an NYCFC fan, us opening the season on the road, we never win.
Yeah.
Essentially, from what I can remember, we always
Except
lose.
Kansas City in 2018. I think we beat them.
I
2-1.
can't remember that.
Okay, so there you go. So there you go.
Yeah, it's just
so
Medina
there you
scored that
go.
game winner, yeah.
So
Flag, son.
it would be nice to at least start the season with the point,
Yeah.
or 3, of course. Anything on the road, we'll take it, especially with the injuries we're dealing with and everything going on. As long as we get, I think we could win this match easily.
Yeah.
Who's going to score
Easily?
those goals?
I don't know about
I
Who
that.
are
have
you
no
expecting
ideas.
up front?
So
Nico.
that's the thing.
Nico,
So the
I
last
mean-
game was Nico.
Yeah, Nico Fernandez is a baller, bro.
And then one thing, I think honestly, listen, I love the
Put
conference.
Maxey up front, bro.
I mean, not like he hasn't done it
I love
before.
to see it, bro. I love
He's
to
played
see
the false nine
Maxey.
before.
my knee, Max. bro.
You got 4 knees waiting for you right now, bro. Ready to
Exactly.
go.
Bro, I stumbled across just briefly a YouTube video. Came up with recommendations, right? It was a 20 highlights of Maxi Morales that some Argentine person made.
Right.
It's just screamers in Argentina, and I'm like, bro. Like,
when he was at Racing?
Racing and Vélez.
Oh, that's right.
And bro, and I'm like, bro, he's been doing the same. You can see his moves. He's a little bit obviously faster. He was younger. The same thing, bro. He just does the same thing.
He's the GOAT.
Literally, but of course, we love the GOAT.
He's the GOAT. Him, son. Every time you watch him play,
that's a fact. Shout out to Maxi
Morales. He deserves to be wearing this after every game.
I know they're building a stadium. They better plan for a statue real quick.
So listen, again, when it happens,
save some space.
God willing, I've been saying that for like years and years. Life-size statue of Maxi.
Yes.
I'll never stop saying.
All 5'3" of him.
Absolutely.
But I was going to say,
Galaxy. So I was going to say, listen, it's going to be fun to see if they start Hack. If they start him, where they start him, because
they paid him a lot of money.
Exactly. I think he will start. But will he start in the midfield? Will he start next to Glesnes?
Yeah, I was going to say they have Glesnes too.
But as I'm saying, so where are they going to trust him immediately from a center back to wait the last 2 years? Or are they going to be like, you know what? I don't know. I'm curious to see that. Whatever it is, it's going to be fun. And again, I hope we win, but I hope he gets a goal if we win. I don't know.
I would say he proved himself as a center back the last 2 seasons.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Which is why they signed him. They signed him to play that position.
And again,
if he was playing in the midfield, they wouldn't have signed him.
And that's the thing. So I think
they signed him to start, definitely.
It depends. It depends how solid we are offensively. I think that's what I've been saying like to end up last season. It's like, without Alonso, again, it comes back to that. Again, I see a narrow win. If not, we lose narrowly or we draw. But I think maybe a 2-1.
You just gave
win
all
or
3
2-2.
options.
No.
He said we win, we lose, or we draw.
Watch us like to get the short 4-0.
Treating.
But I think 2-1.
Win, bro.
I think 2-1 we win or 2-2.
Yeah, I say
or 1-1.
What you think, Felix?
I would say personally, given our history on on the road on openers, we've been wishy-washy. But I think that given all the factors involved. Galaxy aren't the same team.
No.
2-1 NYC.
Sorry, Eli, but yeah.
No, so sorry, Mr. Lesser.
Yeah, sorry, Mr. Lesser.
I say it's gonna be I don't know, man. I think we're coming in uncertain. Just as long as he hammers home that mind frame and that mind state of being competitive. Not giving up like we did. If we carried, let me make it a long story short. If we carry the same momentum we had last season into this home opener, I say we walk away with it.
1,000%.
That's a difference maker.
Simple as that. If we played the way we played all the way up until we ran into that brick wall that ended up being the MLS Cup champions. If we carry that same momentum and the same mind state every game, we're going to compete. We're going to give our 100% no matter what the lineup is, no matter what the rotation is.
And it's funny,
we could win that game.
It's crazy how you had mentioned that. You mentioned the mentality because, you go back to Kai Truan's first interview. That's the first reason why he wanted to come to NYC was because of this mentality, this culture that's being built. He's like, I came here for the culture because the club culture being built around the club is looking great. This is where I want to be. So, that right there, you already know Pascal, the word's already spreading. Like, this is what he's building in New York City and maybe where.
And that's essential that players who come here want to be here.
That is huge.
Yeah.
And real quick, just before what are you guys' expectations for NYCFC this season?
I really, really expect us to be very competitive no matter what. It just goes back to Pascal doing what he did with this squad. I mean, this squad is, only remain. This squad, we've only added 2 players. We let go of 1 player. We really haven't transferred too much. The team is still 95% the same team we had from last season, but I expect us to get into the playoffs. I expect a deep playoff run. MLS Cup is not out the question, especially if we go on a deep run with Pascal and we play the game we know how to play. We're going to make another deep run.
And it's also hard to really say where we're going to end because it's like we don't even know.
But that's our expectation.
That's the great part of it being preseason.
It's tough because we did really well last season. And I think, I hope...
Top 6 is reasonable.
I say playoffs. I say...
No, playoffs for sure.
We got to make the playoffs.
Top 6 for sure.
Like you said.
I don't want to drop from the top 6. I think, honestly, you saw how good... We almost got to 3rd and 2nd at the end of the season. Right. So if we can slide to the top 4, top 3 spots, if we can improve,
I want to qualify for Champions League.
It's like Gesso said. Gesso said, just as long as we make it to the dance,
we'll be all right.
Take our chances.
Besides,
just as long as we get there.
Besides,
that's all that matters.
Besides the league, one thing I want us to do is get a place in Champions League. Get it through. Coming second in the cup, let's say in the Open
Let's go
Cup,
to a Central American away day, bro. Come on.
Comunicaciones
bro.
away. Let's go.
This is my family. That's what I'm saying. Let's get our foot in that door.
Yeah.
You know, especially coming with the stadium. I know it's gonna be a shorter season, but you want to be there. And I think
Yeah.
if we come close to winning any of the cups or some way to qualify, you know, the little rules of how to.
If you're
qualify.
like, if you have like the
If
most
you-
points,
yeah, you come- yeah.
third in Leagues Cup.
Yeah, get as
there's
many
a couple
points as you
ways.
can.
Win
So,
the
you know,
Open Cup. Win the Open Cup. That's the best way to
This
qualify.
is silverware.
This is
Silverware
why
what
we
want.
need depth to get those, to get you more money and get us more excited. So,
Exactly.
Yes.
So I really
Save the Open Cup.
I
too.
think you know us really doing well and getting back to the Champions Cup is going to be really
That's what we
important.
need, bro.
That's what we absolutely need because I kind of miss those match days. You
Me
know, just
too,
getting
bro.
those
I
midweek
miss that
match days,
shit, man.
going to
and
Yankee
testing
again.
yourself against international
Exactly, and
competition.
I think that's going to be the greatest part of it is we're testing ourselves against international competition. You know, come on, we all remember that night we went up to New Haven. We played. Who was that team we played against? Comunicaciones, right?
Yeah.
We played against Comunicaciones in New Haven. I mean, for us,
I had mad fun.
we almost bottled it in Guatemala.
yeah, we almost did, right? But the thing was that we felt like we were the away team, but
Right.
we were playing in Connecticut.
Yeah.
But me, I always love seeing that because that's how we know how good this team really can be.
Latinos, how
Absolutely.
much you could show up.
Exactly, bro. Y'all,
Yo, they pulled up.
They
bro.
really did.
They was like our
Mid-February.
500 to their 4,000.
We converted some of them that day, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't lying. So now, as far as the club stands, man, like there's a lot of tough teams in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
Is there?
I mean, for the most part. Listen, a lot of
It's
teams got
competitive.
better.
Besides Miami,
and
who should we be worried about?
Cincinnati?
Nah.
Come on, bro.
We beat them. We beat them
but
last
we haven't gotten better. You know what I'm saying?
they always
they've-
consistently-
they're
consistently getting
consistently,
better.
but they're consistently getting better.
So are
Because
we?
every
I just feel like it's too early to know because a lot of teams we play it's way too early to
speculation
know.
at the end of the day, bro.
Yeah, because I know this roster's going to change.
Montreal can win MLS Cup for all we know.
No, but I'm saying we can get so many
Seriously.
signings.
But you want to say, but you say that, right?
city of MLS.
But this is the thing. You say that, right? But here's the thing. Now we have to figure out how we're going to beat the Montreals. Last year,
They beat us
that's
3
what we gotta
games
do.
in a row.
They swept the seasons. We have to be able to figure out how to beat the minnows and how to beat the big guys.
Yep.
There can't be no in between that. We're going to be playing the Rebels. We're going to beat them 5-2, and we're going to lose 3-0 against Montreal. There can't be no. Come on. Either we're going to beat everybody, we're going to have the same mentality we have against everybody else, or it's not going to work.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm happy that when I watch all these, I watch all the the press conferences. Shout out Stream Punk Soccer. You guys always keep me in tune.
Yeah,
Nah,
Stream
shout out
Punk.
to
Yeah,
Stream Punk
yeah,
Soccer,
yeah,
for real.
Thank you so much for
Thank
that.
you. Yeah, thank you for tapping in on that one.
So what I would say is something that they always address, that this team address Pascal, obviously how much we praise him, is those things. And I forgot which interview it would have been previewing the season. He was like, that's one thing I want to do is be more consistent, have less hiccups.
Yeah.
Because I'm a nerd. As you know, we're all nerds, but
Yeah,
I'm
I think we all
nerds.
are, yeah.
I did the math of how many losses and wins I had going to home games and away games that we went to, whatever. And we lost so many, we talked about this.
Home games.
The last half of the season I was almost matched how much losses I saw to wins away and at home. So we used to go a lot of win, loss. Of course, August, September, we got better. But that goes to show that that's still in the back of their mind. So we got to tap in and not make that happen.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Listen, I want them to be focused from the start of the season
Yeah,
to
have
the
hope.
middle of the season. And it's going to be an easy year to get distracted.
Yeah.
You got the World
World
Cup, a 2-month break.
Yep.
Matt Freeze is going to be
People
competing
going
in
to
the
the World
Yeah,
Cup.
people on our
Yep.
team
Well, every
actually being
team-
called
A lot
up.
of teams are going to have people.
And
in the
it's
World
going to
Cup.
be a weird year, but that doesn't matter. Focus, get your shit done, and everything will be all right.
So any last words, gentlemen, before we
Yeah,
go?
absolutely.
Go
Anyone
ahead.
got anything to say? Because I would like to say the last words.
Well,
but
good.
y'all
All right,
go.
well, you know something? I think we've been following this club enough to know the ups and downs. We've been following this club enough to just say, hey, we know what we're made of. I think that this season, and I'm just going to talk to y'all supporters real quick. This season, and you already heard Chop say this earlier, we're about to have the biggest supporter section in the league. Show up and show out. You know what? This is going to be my one request that everybody who wants to go to the supporter section this season and say they're about that life, right? I want to see you lose your voice on a Monday. Come talk to me on a Monday afternoon.
90 minutes loud and strong.
90 minutes loud and strong, right? Because that's how we're going to do it this season.
Come on, New York
You know what I mean? So
City
this is what
boys.
we got this season. We're going to end it strong. We're gonna create an even bigger culture in New York City. But guess what? Now we're going into our stadium. The one thing we've been asking for the entire time we've been a fan of this club, a supporter of this club. And you mean to tell me you're not gonna be loud when we get in there? It starts this season, guys. So that's my challenge to every supporter out there.
So what are your last words?
My last words are I'm happy to be a part of the NYC Nobodies.
Let's go. We all ran to the soundboard.
We're gonna have a fun season, man, and I just really hope that the club gives us something to cheer about. That's all.
All you want is hope, bro.
I don't want to be here sad talking about what the club's doing wrong. I want to be here every week or every other week or every day just talking about how the club's making us proud. 26, like he said, it's the beginning of the end of an era.
Baseball
not
era.
only for the fans, but for the club.
It's going to be a bittersweet time, man.
It is.
really is.
It is. It's
Baseball
going to be emotional.
Every day at the bodega is going to be the best one.
This season, covering this season is going to be emotional for us. And I'm just excited, and it's going to be bittersweet, and I can't think of a better group of people to be celebrating. So you know what time it is. We outside. Let's go, baby.
And for me, the final words would be, listen, if there's no, I don't, again, this is the perfect storm. I've been saying it to everyone of supporters, the support, what we're getting on the field, the product, well, listen, off the field, what's coming up now to build that new identity. Let's knock it out the park, all pun intended, for our last season, full season.
Yeah, we got to give it 100%.
Yankee Stadium, City Field.
So guys, listen, the one and only chopped cheese. What do you got to say, my guy?
Yeah, we win cups. We're not about all the.
So follow the New York City Nobodies. Follow Chop Cheese FC. Follow Big Play Small Talk.
BP Small Talk, baby.
Red Bulls can get these nuts.
I'm about to walk to the bodega like this, bro.
Boys.
Good shit, boys. Good shit, boys.
Great episode.
We came
Remember the power of friendship?